Most people think that car insurance, having full coverage, is going to cost you a fortune. But if I told you the difference between the cheapest company and the most expensive company can be about $2,000 per year for the exact same driver, that's the crazy part. The companies that's the cheapest, your neighbor might be actually paying more expensive than you or less. It depends on the person. There's what we call a profile, and we'll talk about that in a moment. In the video, I'm going to break down the cheapest full coverage insurance in 2026 across the board. And this is the United States, so if you're outside the United States, sorry, I just don't cover that area. Who you're going to do the best with and where you're going to struggle with, and how an independent agent can shop several of these options to give you the cheapest option. So it's no secret consumers are getting crushed. I was looking at buying a Tesla and I was like, oh my gosh, how much is the insurance? It tripled the price that I would pay if I were to buy a Tesla, if I were to buy a nicer car or a newer car. All the scenarios, it was all of these options. But then I was like, okay, what would happen if I went to a different company just for the one car? And I started quoting the one car alone just to see. And I was cutting the bill by half, sometimes even a third of the price versus putting it on my current policy. And it does make sense not to separate them and move them all together, but it's changed. So since I've had my policy, even though I personally haven't had a ton of changes, I haven't moved, I don't think my insurance score or my credit has changed much. If anything, it got a little bit better. So in the scenario that I'm in, even though I have the longevity discount and the good client discount and no tickets, no accidents anymore, I used to be horrible, and all those cases have gotten better, I actually got a worse rate because of the type of risk that I was adding to the policy. Let's dive in and go over these companies. Now, most people are going to compare these main companies: State Farm, Progressive, and GEICO. Those are the most known and most heard, but a lot of people never have heard of Travelers, Auto Owners, Erie, or even Nationwide, although they're a little bit more popular. Let me know in the comments below if you have or haven't heard of some of those companies. I'm a stat guy. I got to do everything by the book, and I got to know the numbers, and I almost can't move forward until I understand everything. And here's a few things that you need to understand before you start shopping, because the premiums have risen. In the last 4 years, they've gone 20, 30, sometimes even 50% more than what they were the past 3 to 4 years prior. Repair costs have gone up. It's just the cost of mechanic, the cost of living. The vehicle technology has increased. So the tech needs to learn the technology and have all the tools to be able to communicate as a computer system now. The injury costs have increased. Going to the doctor, going to the hospital. If there's ever an injury, it is 2 to 3 times as much more to get the doctor going through insurance. Litigation, that means if you're getting sued for any reason. Lawsuits are crazy. We've started adding umbrellas to people's policies, and if you don't know what that is, I'll link it at the end, but it's an extra coverage in case you get sued. So there's those coverages that people don't understand that are starting to be like, hey, I want to be careful in case I don't have enough coverage. Weather losses are going nuts. That's one of the main reasons your insurance rates went skyrocket, because there's a lot more hurricanes, there's a lot more tornadoes, there's a lot more wildfires, there's freezing rain where there shouldn't be freezing rain. And that's just the car insurance. The home insurance is doing the same thing. And the frequency of claims have increased over the last several years. They're decreasing right now because when we went into hibernation, we'll call it, in 2020, 2021, no one was driving. Now everyone comes out driving. It's like we forgot how to drive. Now we're getting back to, we're starting to learn to drive better, and all these apps and software that we're using is helping improve that. Now in this list, you're gonna love the company that shows up the most because you've probably never heard of them. There's a couple things you need to understand about your policy. We're talking about companies that have liability, collision, comprehensive. When we say full coverage, we're not talking about rental car, road service, towing. Those are little extras that you can add on. But from my experience, they're usually about the same across the board. If you want gap insurance, it's really a hit or miss if somebody carries it, but it's cheap. It's not expensive to add. So we're talking about the general. We're not talking about state minimum requirements. We're talking about the average full coverage option for most people. If you don't understand those coverages, wait till the end. I'll link a video that goes specifically over those coverages, but let's start diving into these companies. The number one cheapest full coverage option that you're gonna find is GEICO. And there's a couple things that GEICO is known for. They're usually the cheapest for clean drivers because they are designed for all drivers. And because of that, you're a good driver in a huge pool. And that's a good plus for them. They love that. There's a strong online presence. They love digital, they love apps, they love you doing your own thing. That way they don't have to do it and they don't have to pay someone. Even more so, they started working with independent agents about 2 years ago. That means that they want the independent agent to get involved because it's less work that they have to pay out for, which lowers the cost of the insurance. So them switching from being their own company, they're only go to us directly, now be able to go through an advisor that can give you that advice is helpful. And by the way, you're not going to pay more for that option. Going through the advisor, they either pocket the money or they pay the advisor. So now you've got those independent agents that are getting paid from the company because it's keeping them from having as many claims, and they're getting more customers in the long run. They have a ton of discounts, so there's a ton of discounts you can go. The parts where they fall a little bit short is their claim is we have 95 or 98% customer satisfaction, and I can kind of see that. They are very nice people to talk to, but in general, I have not seen that experience from the independent reviews that you're going to see online. They have limited agent access because they have a little bit overwhelmed themselves with too many agents. Their software started crashing. There's a lot of little bugs, and the agents are waiting on hold for hours, which is one of the reasons you want to go to the agent now, because they're so busy. They're losing a little bit of customer satisfaction. It's just delayed. It's just time, and time is money, and time is important. So you're going to have those small issues with GEICO. Who are they best for? They're best for a good driver. They're best for online shoppers if you're going to do it yourself. Again, skip the online shopping. Just go to the agent and have them do it all for you. Get the advice if you don't know the advice. Otherwise, watch the next video I'm going to talk about. If you want simplicity, they are not looking to insure all of the a la carte things that we'll talk about with some of these other companies. They're looking for more of that basic policy, good coverage, but they're not looking to add all of these warranties and the guarantees and the savings deductible banks and the gap insurance type of policies. They're looking for your standard person that they can control the rate based on not having a ton of options. Number 2 is going to be Travelers Insurance, and I personally love Travelers. They're one of the few companies that have been very competitive. They're really good on pricing. In most states, not every state, some states, they don't even offer insurance for car insurance anymore. And they're strong with their customer satisfaction. They're one of the top customer satisfaction companies you're going to find in general. Their coverage options, there's a ton of them. They even offer home insurance, jewelry insurance. They offer event insurance if you're going to get married for a wedding. There's all of these pieces that Travelers has just honed as a good option. The more you add with them, the better pricing you're going to get, because they are looking for that preferred client, and that's your home, your renter, you're willing to mix it all together, someone that's looking to have that safety net protect them more than they're looking for a cheaper deal. One of the weaknesses is they don't have as many discounts, so they're not really heavy on discounts. They're heavy priced up front as far as trying to be competitive, and less priced based on having all these discounts, because I got a feeling they think that the agents are cheating the system, which most of them are. And so they're trying to avoid that and just say, here's our base rate. We hope that you enjoy. That leads us into number 3, which is one of my favorites, is going to be Progressive. And they're not my favorite because they're the best company out there. They are the largest now. They actually passed the largest this year, and they're good with high risk. So if you are the person that has a ticket, this is one of the reasons I love them, is if you hadn't had insurance or had a lapse in insurance and forgot to pay the payment, they're more lenient with a lot more things. Although on the opposite end, they're a little bit less lenient on the actual claim side of it. So they're good with DUIs, they're good with, if you're gonna do telematics and you're a good driver, they're really good there. The downfall to them is they're the opposite if you're not good. So if you're not a good driver and you do telematics, you're gonna pay more for that scenario. Their claim satisfaction varies because they are focused on doing their own direct sale, again, just like GEICO, but they've been doing it for decades. And they also offer an independent agent option. So if you go to one or the other, you're not necessarily going to pay more or less. And honestly, most of the time the agent is cheaper because they know all the discounts and the ins and outs. Even though you'll probably get a discount for buying it online, the agent in most cases is going to find those extra deals to make it worth it. Again, they're best for tickets, they're best for accidents, they're best if you have any small issues. Once you get into major issues, then they kind of go crazy on the price, and they're not necessarily a good fit for having full coverage on your car. Number 4 is the all infamous State Farm. They used to be the number 1, and now Progressive has passed them to be number 1 as far as independent auto insurance, and they're just massive. They control the market, they really control pricing. A lot of companies copy them. They're agent focused. The only downfalls that they have is they have their telematics, which is a drive safe and safe, and I did a whole review on that, so if you're interested. Their weaknesses are they're not always the cheapest. Even though they're really cheap for younger drivers, they're not always the cheapest in probably most areas. Part of the reason being is that they came in at the lowest rate, so they have that reputation of being inexpensive and being the cheapest, but it's changed. What they do is they go into an area they want to control, they get those really good prices, and then they grow in price and grow in expansion, and then they expect you to just stay with them. And unfortunately, and oddly enough, people do stay with them. So they do have decent customer satisfaction, and their agents are kind of nice. The only downfall that I would say that I would be very leery is if you are with them and you're leaving them, if that agent, which is very common, all of a sudden going to have a better price for you, be very careful because you usually give something up to get that better price. Number 5 is auto owners, and they're few and far between because they are one of the more competitive options and one of the better customer service options. They are working with independent agents, so if you're looking for them specifically, you're gonna have to find the right agent that has them in-house. They are strong with a lot of the Midwest states, so if you're in the Midwest, you're likely gonna get more options there. And they are competitive if you have had an accident. If you're still a good driver, have good insurance score, your profile fits their mold, and you had one claim, they're not going to necessarily care so much. They're not available everywhere, so that's their downfall, is you're going to see them be most competitive in Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, and Illinois. Those are the main states that they focus on, although it depends on the product that you're doing. I know we're talking about car insurance. When you start adding the home and everything like that, I find that they start to fall off because they're multi-policy discount. A company like Travelers, they're like cutting the price in half. So when you're looking at home insurance, different story, and you're trying to mix it all together, you just got to be careful on which one you're going with. Number 6 is going to be Erie Insurance. They're excellent with customer satisfaction. They've always been good there. They're kind of just that bland company that is just good at what they do. They have a strong claims reputation, so they don't necessarily have what I call a gray area where they are like, hey, we don't cover that. Hey, we might cover that. Hey, we don't do these things. They are limited again. The state availability is limited because they're not as large or as nationwide as a nationwide. They're not everywhere. And the drivers who value service are going to lean towards a company like that a little bit more, where Erie does have that good claims reputation. The bigger piece that you need to be aware of is something I call a profile. That is a mix of your age, your credit, and yes, credit does play a factor. It's called an insurance score, so they're not actually technically running your credit, but it's, in my opinion, 90% credit. The zip code that you live in, so the territory that you're around, the drivers around you make a difference. If there's 100 not at fault accidents, then you're in a really rough spot, right? If that's the case, you got to be careful. The vehicle that you drive, there are vehicle scores and codes, symbols as we call them. The driving record, so that's called a clue report, so how good of a driver you are. So here's my main suggestion. I didn't mention a few companies, and I honestly would put Liberty Mutual and I would put Nationwide in the mix. There's also an Allstate company called National General that is competitive in a handful of states, in some states not at all. But if you're looking for that home, that auto, that boat, that mix of groups, if you're trying to bundle everything and get the best deal, because you will get the biggest discounts that way, you need to talk to an independent agent. They shop with GEICO, they shop with Progressive, they shop with Travelers. They only do Nationwide. Nationwide only lets independent agents do them. Auto owners only lets them do them. They don't do direct. So those main companies that we mentioned, your Liberty Mutuals are starting to do online, but they mostly work with independent agents. They even built their own independent agent system so that they're trying to be an independent agency. All those things are going to be work best with somebody that can give you the advice. The bigger key is trusting that agent and finding that they have your best interest at mind. If they're not talking about the coverages, understanding your scenario, then they're not doing their due diligence. They need to understand what's your plan, what's your future, what's your income. We need to protect the income that you're making, all of those pieces. I will put a link in the description below if you're looking to work with an independent agent and if you're looking to get a quote with multiple companies. Save you all the time versus if you want to do it online, pick 3 companies and just go. Make sure you're comparing the same coverages overall. If you're gonna do it yourself, here's the key places to call. The cheapest full coverage options. Start with GEICO, check Travelers if they're in your area, check Progressive, and then check State Farm. Those are gonna be your main ones. Auto owners as a backup if you're gonna do a 5th one. If you got the time and you wanna call each one, then take the sheet that you have, make sure you have the right coverages, and then just go through them one at a time. I'd love to hear your comments below. Have you found a company that didn't make it on this list that you thought was one of the more competitives in the United States? If you don't know the coverage that you need to carry, that's the more important piece. Is if you're gonna shop even with an independent agent, if you're gonna shop on your own, whatever that case is, you need to know what coverages you need to carry. I've got a Car Insurance 101 that'll go more in depth on that. If If you already know the coverages you want to carry and you're looking for better deals, make sure you check out the discount video as well. I'm Mark with Think Insurance. I'll see you in the next one.